tips and tricks, how to install the prerequisite of Microsoft Dynamics AX in installation and configuration. So in this video, what we're going to do is execute those tips and tricks. So my first thing that I wanted to do is finish with the Windows components. I'm gonna go ahead and install IIS services and components and Windows Identity Foundation, Windows Communication Foundation, and then WWS services. After I'm done with installing the Windows components, mostly all the Windows prereq would be met once I'm done with that, and then we're gonna go ahead and install SharePoint in my next video, and MS Visual Studio 2010 or 2013, and then these couple things will be left, and I'll put a separate video. These videos are going to be in the Microsoft Dynamics AX installation and configuration suite, so please follow these videos in order to complete all the prerequisite of Microsoft of installation and configuration of Microsoft Dynamics AX. So let's go ahead and start enabling or installing Windows components. So I have Windows 2012 Server R2, so I'm going to go ahead and click on add roles and features. Let me move this way so we can go ahead and just follow what's written out there. So we're going to click on add roles and features, click next, click next. So this is the computer that this is the node 2 is the computer name. This is the server I'm going to install all the Windows components, and later on I'll install all other prerequisites of installation and configuration of Microsoft Dynamics AX. So I'm gonna go ahead and click next. So if you see right here, some of the components, some of the roles, if you click on that, especially on application role, you will see that WebIIS support is there, and if you go all the way down and you click on Web Server IIS, this contains IIS Management Console. I'm just trying to show you first what it's there, but my main thing is that if you click on Windows Server Essential Experience, click on that, you will see most of the components that we need in this suite is already there. Scroll down. So some of the components we may not need for Dynamics AX, but it's always a good idea to just go ahead and install some of the components for some other features that you may later on need in order to install some other software. So I'm going to go ahead and click on add features on this one, and I'm going to click next, and our next is Windows Identity Foundation 3.5. If you scroll down all the way, right here is Windows Identity Foundation 3.5. This is one of the prereq in Dynamics AX installation. So we're going to choose that. Let's see what else is there. Next components is WCF services. If you click on .NET Framework 4.5, you will see the WCF services 1 of 5 installed. So I'm going to go ahead and install actually all of them. I really don't need messaging queuing services, but I may need it later, and I'm going to go ahead and name pipe activation and TCP activation. So I'm going to go ahead and install all the WC services now. So click next, and this this WWS services, when we clicked on Windows Essential, this was part of that. So we're going to go ahead and install that. So click next, next, next. So these are the web components that's out there. If you can take a look. Right here we do need IIS6 management compatibility tools. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and if you look at it, it's going to contain IIS 6 meta base compatibility. I'm going to go ahead and click on management console as well. So if you go back, we're going to go ahead and click IIS management scripts and tools. So everything is there what we need. If we're missing something, you can always go back and add that later on. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on, if you're actually going to expose your intranet or Dynamics AX to external users, you do need client certifications and stuff like that. You can always come back and add that later on. So I'm gonna go ahead and click next. Alright, here's the summary that what we're gonna install. Most of these components include all these components plus some other components, so don't worry about other components. Believe me, you're gonna need them at one point. So go ahead and install it. It is going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and once the installation is completed, I'll be right back. Install the Windows components has been installed successfully. So my next video is going to be installing SharePoint 2010. Please stay tuned.